That's right.
You should wake up.
You should wake up. Good morning. It's Friday. Follow-up Friday. Good morning, Mike. Happy that you're all here, even though it's a rainy Friday in central Pennsylvania.
I just took a long walk in the rain.
Oh, nice.
It was wonderful.
You might hear crows in the background at some point with Ryan. He's got some crows hanging out with him. I'm going to share my my weekly email newsletter template. It was announcing a just listed property, a property that I just listed, and also making a little call to action to help self-employed borrowers and business owners.
You got a listing?
Yeah, I got a listing. Yes, I know, it's shocking, right? So I'm going to share that. I'm going to share a follow-up to yesterday, a conversation yesterday, home value ads and retargeting. I have some follow-ups to that. There was one other thing that I was going to do, and I know that Ryan was working on a social post of the day. There's something happening Sunday that we all should probably be reminded of, aware of on some level, etc., which is, of course, Mother's Day.
I couldn't find the right image for this. I maybe should have spent a little more time on it, but I think the opportunity is to do something better than this image. But I just grabbed a picture of a stressed out mom. You should buy your mom a bigger house for Mother's Day. Just saying, here's a list of open houses you can tour with her this coming Sunday. So you could do something like, need something to do with mom this Sunday. Why don't you take her on an open house tour date, which I think a lot of moms would actually like.
I think my wife would like that on some level.
Have you ever done that with Pam, just as a date, just you and her on a Sunday?
We have. Yes, we have. Yeah. It's been a while, but we definitely have.
It's a cool thing to do. Get some coffee and walk around some opens.
Yeah. Yep. No doubt. I love it. I was this morning, my brother, they do this auto picnic thing. And every year he asked me to send postcards. And I use thanks.io for the postcards.
Nice.
And he had sent me graphics. So I was in Canva I was in Thanks, but I was using Canva to create the postcard template. And my son Cole is like, "Oh, Canva." He's like, I'm a Canva wizard. And I'm like, wait, what? I knew that Caden has used Canva because he creates the game day images for baseball. And he's even some of the thumbnails that you see on our channel, Wake Up Real Estate, he actually created. So, but I had no idea that Cole did. And he was like, yeah, I use it to generate, I use the AI generator to make all kinds of images. He said, we did a project recently and I told it to make I don't know, some ridiculous. I wish I could remember.
You don't want to really know what he's doing with that because I know what my kids are doing.
Probably don't. But the example that he gave for the project, it was a hilarious prompt. Create me an image of it was some kind of bird wearing some kind of shoes, doing some kind of activity. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I shared that other than you were talking about the image there and, the AI functionality is pretty cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, I should have just gone on the Canva and said, give me a picture of a happy mom or something like that.
Or a stressed out mom. I mean, I don't
know.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to grab the screen here. I've got my weekly email newsletter. Come on. We send this with GetResponse every Friday morning. Been sending a weekly email newsletter every Friday morning at 8:30 for years, literally years now, since probably the beginning of 2020 when I reactivated my license. What that looks like, how we send it, etc., has evolved, but that consistent practice remains. This is the template for today. This is an image of the listing that we went live with yesterday. Mike, can you comment? I forget, what is the tool that we use to do this little simple overlay here? I mean, you could do it in Canva, but there's a tool that we use that spits them out pretty quickly and easily. It's a tool that Chris Jones over there at Pipeline Pro Tools gives people access to for free. I forget, Photo Brander or something like that. Anyway, that's the image that we're using in the Facebook ad or ads that we're running for this. TGIF, first name, simple and straight to the point. Just listed in Handon Township, CV Schools. Rare ranch home in Westbury neighborhood. Tap here for information, pics, and details. That's just taking them to the single property page on KV Core. That was just simple and easy. And the people that are getting this email, they're already on my list, so I don't need to make them opt in or anything. And then have a great weekend. And then I have a PS and I have a PPS. The PPS is, do you know any local self-employed business owners or even freelance workers who could use some help with financing? Check out the video below and or forward them this email. Thanks in advance. And the video below, the image below, is linked to one of the free resources that we offer you at wakeup.realestate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's one of it's under lead capture pages at wakeup.realestate. And you can use them like this in emails or text messages, or you can use them directly in on social media or ad campaigns, etc. You pick and choose how you want. The rest of this is our standard template, and yeah, that's it. I mean, pretty simple and straightforward. And it took me less than 15 minutes this morning to get all of that created and out the door, so to say. Ryan, did you have anything else on the follow-up front?
Well, yes, but I was trying to make a better image here.
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I bought you a
Well, here,
house.
while you're doing that, I'm going to do a follow-up to yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about how the fact that we've been generating a decent flow of home value requests from a retargeting ad. Yes. I mean, minimal. And I was also sharing this ad that we've got running for Ed, which we now have 49 leads. I don't know what this count was at yesterday. It was like 38, I think. So the cost per lead is really good. And I said live that we need to create a retargeting campaign for Ed to drive home valuation leads. So wouldn't you know that our main man, Mike, without me asking him to, actually did that this morning. Now it's still in draft. But look at this. Own a home in the Baltimore area. Curious what a buyer might pay in today's market? Tap learn more below for instant access to automated values. What's my Baltimore area home worth is below the image. And then it's just a screenshot with a bunch of, which we know this type of screenshot works really well. A map with the pricing overlay. And Mike, I don't even know, what did you use? Is that just a screenshot of KV Core, or I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But it's driving to an iList landing page. And I'm sure that Mike mimicked the one that's working for me, which I teased. So let me go grab that and show you all of that. I'll actually show you guys two more things. I'll show you the ad that we have running for the listing that went live, which is part of our launch process. Anytime we have a new listing, is we'll set up a just listed ad. So I'll show you that ad, and then I'll show you the home value retargeting ad that's generating us home valuation leads. So, it's the wrong thing. Oh, I'm in campaign. So here's the just listed ad, 7 leads for $271 a lead so far. That just went live yesterday. I'll show you that. It's pretty simple and easy. We use listings to leads for this process to expedite it. You get a free trial with them at growwithjosh.com/L2L, and we have some free resources and so forth that come with that. But that's how we get these built out quickly and easily without having to navigate the Ads Manager dashboard. And let me find, I think it's this retargeting ad that has this retargeting campaign that has the home value copy right here. So spent. Let me actually switch the reporting to performance and clicks. It is set to that. Where are the clicks? Oh, there we go. So link clicks 62 in the last. So I'm getting 2 clicks a day
Okay.
from the home value app. Not many, but honestly, I have to check. But we're getting anywhere from 2 to 5 per week coming in off of 2 clicks a day, and I'm paying. Copy is exactly as it's pretty much exactly the same as what I showed for Ed, but I'm paying $1.42 per click, and let's say I'm getting 3 a week. So, hold on here. What? Where's the total spend on this? So $88 in the last 30 days have been spent on this particular ad, and if I average 3 a week, it's only 12. I don't know. Cost per seller leads for less than $10 is what's happening there. I'm not even really thinking about it.
And it's on the back end of a buyer lead generation, so it's
Exactly.
It's kind of extra.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good point as well. So, Alina, I did not say happy birthday, happy birthday. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Charla, as well. Happy Friday as well. Ryan, were you able?
Yeah. So a few things. I made a better image for this social post that you guys can. I think this would be better and more emotional.
Oh, there you
Happy
go.
Mother's Day, I bought you a house. Who doesn't want to do that, right? All right. And then I can share the Canva template if anyone wants it. But just do something Mother's Day related today. And then yesterday at the end of the show, I had an open loop around something KV Core related as a little bit of a follow-up. And this applies to following up as well. I had gone into the Smart CRM, Josh, and did a filter. And you can do this in any CRM. Well, you can't do all of this in any CRM, but I went and looked at behavior here. And I went, hey, who has not been last texted? And I'd be shocked if you had many of these, but we happen to have a good bit in my office. Who has not been texted since in the last year, and who has not been emailed last year? And then I had contact status, new lead. This is sort of like a database cleanup thing. Like go in and see who's just kind of lingering there in like a new lead status. And for whatever reason, maybe you didn't have automations trigger, or they're just, somebody on your team didn't do the right follow-up. But the thing I wanted to show you was the AI scripting here of writing your messaging, Josh. I don't know if you've tried this yet.
So, Mike so often is the one in my KV Core. Yeah. And I went in yesterday. So this is I'm glad you're bringing this up. So yesterday, part of our listing launch process is I went in and I grabbed all of the hashtags that I thought might be relevant to or interested in the property that we just listed. So like it's a ranch house, so I chose downsizing hashtags because I have some folks that have opted in interested in downsizing. I had a bunch of hashtags for this local area, Hamden Township. And I sent an email and a text just announcing, hey, just listed, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't see, like I've seen it before, but it didn't really register to me that functionality there. And even saying, do you want to promote a listing? Do you want to? So anyway, now that I'm teasing it, what is?
Well, so look at this. So I'm going to check off some people, and this applies to your new listing too. If I click on email or text, let's click on email. See the use Smart Assistant? It's kind of up here at the right. Mm-hmm. Watch this. If I click promote a listing, that's pretty. And you could just throw the MLS ID up in here, and it'll merge all the attributes of that property into this script.
That's pretty wild.
Right? So basically GPT's embedded in this. I don't know that the folks at KV Core, it's part of my job description now, have done a good job of letting everybody know that this is here. But you could do it for a new listing, or you do like a custom prompt. Hey, I just I want to check to see if this person is still interested in Pinellas County real estate. And then I can type craft message and it'll, I expected it because we first learned about GPT like a year ago or a year or more ago. It's getting better, I think, with this kind of stuff. Because I would almost send this as is.
I would say it's really only been since November. It feels like a year.
Yeah.
But it's because everything happens so much faster now. It's really only been since like October, November that this is like, really, really on the radar.
Yeah, like a year ago, I would have probably had to edit this a lot. But look, it's even selling. It even knows about my county. And it's talking about the kind of real estate we have. And it's not, it doesn't sound like that bad. I would maybe just push
if you use this, go through it and edit it to better fit your personality and the way you communicate and your language patterns, etc. But you don't, it's nice to not have to start from scratch.
Yeah, and let's face it, a lot of realtors aren't copywriters, and you might have a tendency to be nervous or feel weird or try to make it sound too professional.
Yep.
This is casual enough for me.
Yep.
to just push send. So try it out, and it does the same thing with texts, and it keeps it short for you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Just want to point that out. Go through your database, mine it, clean it up. We spend so much time, Josh. You talk about this a lot, trying to generate new leads. You probably got gold in your database.
Absolutely. And not probably. I can virtually guarantee that if all of you committed over the next week or between now and Memorial Day, and you 5 people a day, you go and find contacts, people that in some way, shape, or form had previously expressed interest, maybe even had gotten pre-approved or whatever. Anybody that had indicated in the last year or two that they were at least somewhat interested in buying, selling real estate, and you personally follow up with 5 of those people a day, I can almost guarantee every single one of you on here will have active new or re-engaged active clients by Memorial Day.
I don't even think, Josh, they need to have expressed real estate. If you did the exercise of looking in your real estate CRM, then your phone, and then Facebook or whatever social network you use the most, and you just literally just said hello to 5 people. Started a conversation of some sort with 5 people. Hey, what have you been up to? You probably get business organically that way, right? So.
Yep. Fernando is asking for our listing launch protocol, and I'm looking in the members area. Mike, could you, Fernando, a couple of things. Go to wakeup.realestate and use the chat widget. Ask for that there, and Mike will get that to you. And Mike, if we can get whatever the like we have an internal one that's for us, but I think we also created like a checklist for that maybe. And maybe that's already in there somewhere and I just couldn't find it, Mike. But Fernando, we absolutely have that for you. We are absolutely more than happy to share.
You'll have to pay to become a member first. The price is $0. So
the price is the time it will take you to fill out a couple of bits of information. I do ask you some questions.
All right.
And then Fernando says, I have 5,000 to clean up in my KV core. Well, Fernando, I guarantee there is gold in there.
Yeah, gold.
Guarantee. I will personally, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with some ridiculous promise here, but honestly, I'll help you. I'll help you convert some of those with very transparently. If they need a loan, give us a chance to help them with the financing. But we will help you turn those 5,000. We'll help you clean them up, re-engage them, and turn them into appointments or pre-approved buyers for you if you would like our help.
Yes, and turn off any money you're spending on new leads because you shouldn't be spending any money if you have that kind of a backline.
Yeah, that 100%. Like, this is from guys that are like lead gen junkies. Most of us want. We think new leads or fresh leads. That's where it's at.
Well, Josh, it's like a casino. It's kind of fun.
It is, and also, on average, people that are searching for real estate or opting into your ads, they're 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 months out from actually transacting. So those old leads are perfectly they're like marinated.
Yep.
You know, they're like deliciously marinated steak that have just
They've
been
seen
sitting
your
in the
name.
fridge.
If you've done the bare minimum, they've probably seen your name a few times already in passing. You know, you've got like some drip campaigns and all this stuff. Now's your chance to really get them into your fold. Especially since all your competition's leaving. Isn't it wonderful right now?
So Fernando says yes. Fernando, just hit up Mike. It's legit. We'll help you. We're doing this kind of stuff all the time, and we love it. To Ryan's point, for example, I just finished my CE in Pennsylvania. So in Pennsylvania, every 2 years you have to do 14 credit hours of CE, and for whatever reason, the cycle is May 31st. I don't know I don't know why, but I finished mine and I did my renewal. I can't wait to see and hear how many agents in Pennsylvania
don't renew.
Yeah. Now, you can't just assume if it's June 1st that they're not going to renew at all, because Ryan shared the other day that he would always just wait until it expired and then
I did. I always renew after my license.
Yeah. So but the reality is it'll be interesting to see what the drop off is like at the end of the summer. Like how many fewer actively licensed agents will there be in Pennsylvania? And it's not just the money, like the CE. It cost me like $70 at CE.
Well, it's the NARDUs.
It's there's that too. So there was a big drop off on that. That's annual, right? And that's on the December
that's around January
schedule.
Right?
Yeah. So there was probably some drop. Well, not probably. There was definitely a big drop off there, but I think you'll see even more drop off. Even people that paid their dues, but then this became the dividing line. Like either I'm not going to put the 14 hours, or I'm not going to pay to do that.
It's probably not the money; it's the effort.
It's right, exactly, and the fact that like it continues to be hard for a lot of people.
Well, I'm curious to see how many non-NAR brokerages actually start to grow right now. Those because it's I don't know. I think they did us dirty. As I'll just say it. I think that was too quick to settle. I'll come out and say it. Who else agrees in the comments? Like, you have one job basically. It's like that was your job, was to stand up against something like this, and whatever. Yep. Don't get us all
Fernando, started. Workplace is fine. You can schedule a time at josh15.com, or just like I said, go to wakeup.realestate. And even if you don't create a free account, just use the chat widget and Mike will connect with you and we'll get you.
And Fernando, how'd you find us? You're a new watcher.
I was wondering the same. Because we appreciate I don't recognize the name, but it's nice to see somebody new comment.
We know we have a lot of people who watch and don't comment ever. I'm the same way. Like I won't participate in like a live stream a lot of times, but we really appreciate it when somebody new pops in and starts interacting. So thank you.
100%.
YouTube, organic, Josh.
Beautiful. Hey, the algorithm. We're getting some love.
Well, welcome, Fernando.
So next week, I don't know what to expect next week. It will probably be something new next week. It won't be this regular show format. You may be coming on a ride along as we build up or build out Wake Up 717, or it might be something else. But expect some kind of different format next week.
Yeah, we're Josh, aren't we? Let's just say we're actually more excited. It's like when we met. There was blood in the streets. The market was a mess in 2010. Yeah. I think we're both really actually more excited than we were a year or two ago when it was like boom times. So along with that, we're pretty excited about this Wake Up 717 local show. And we're going to probably put more focus into that as far as live sessions go. But we're still committed to creating this kind of content for you guys. It might just not come live. Is that fair to say, Josh?
We still are dedicated to helping and serving this community. It may just look a little bit different on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, but the channel will still be here, and we'll still be posting videos to the channel. Basically, it just 100%. Might not be 10 o'clock every day live.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like Rolando's comment.
Go ahead. You go ahead and read it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I don't have any problem rubber stamping that.
No, they completely abdicated their responsibility. What have I been paying dues for 20 years?
Exactly.
Like that's the one thing. You didn't provide much value in any other way. You're supposed to lobby and do this sort of thing and stand up, especially when it's just BS. It's just like lawyers being lawyers. All right. All right.
Lawyers lawyering. So because Mike is the absolute freaking best, the listing launch process is under the marketing resources now.
Woo.
So if you go to wakeup.realestate and you go under marketing resources, at the bottom bullet point is listing launch process. And that's just transparently here, that's like our internal process. There may be things that we should be doing that we're not. There may be things that that work that we're not, and vice versa. And there may be things on there that just like for you don't make sense. It's just that's our personal internal checklist or documentation of it.
Hey, Mike, this is everybody else doesn't have to listen for the next 10 seconds. Hey, Mike, I fed the cat yesterday. All right, look, my in-laws are out of town. We've been taking turns feeding the cat.
Oh boy, that is really inside.
Relevant content. So where are we? Yeah. Member resources.
It's right there. You just back up. Marketing. Keep going.
Wow,
right
we got
there.
Quite a library here now.
We do. Listing launch process right there. Listing launch process.
I can't see it. Oh my goodness.
It's the last bullet point under marketing resources.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So go to the page, hit Control F, and then type launch, right? You do that trick in your browser, and it'll find every word on the page that has the word launch in it.
Yeah. So Alina, quick question. So the seller lead campaign was a retargeting of a buyer campaign. So here, let me share again. So I'm going to go back to Ed's account. Because what I'm doing, I mean, we're doing the same thing, essentially, but Ed's is more starting from scratch. So I think it's maybe more relevant to a larger audience, right? So a couple of weeks ago, we launched what I would call a buyer campaign. Okay, but if you follow along with our line of thinking yesterday, we mentioned that at least 50% of these are already own a home, and maybe it's 70 to 75%. So this is the top of funnel ad, and it is a static image ad. Now, better would be a Reels style video talking head of Ed, talking about the available listings. But whatever, this is working great. The cost per lead is phenomenal. So then, as a follow-up to the conversation we had yesterday, Mike built out this retargeting ad, making a seller offer, specifically offering basically answering the question, what might a home or what might a buyer pay for my home? My language there is terrible. Own a home in the Baltimore area. Curious what a buyer might pay in today's market, which is that's a Ryan copy sentence right there. That comes from Ryan for sure. Tap learn more below for instant access to automated values, or you can go to, and then we have the direct link to it. And so that is a wonderful 1-2 punch, right? So the top of funnel, we're getting leads, name, email, phone number. And part of that process, we should be dispositioning those folks, which I talked about on yesterday's show. And there's our how-to is on the Wake Up site as to how we disposition them. And also then putting other offers in front of them through retargeting to see, like, if somebody opts in there and they request a home value, what might I assume about this person? They might be thinking about buying and selling, or they're an investor. They're curious how much equity they have in their current property that they could reallocate to buy another or their first investment property, right? Like you can start to make some assumptions by people's behavior, what they're interested in or what their level of intent is. And it also, can give you confidence in investing more time, energy, and effort into following up with those folks.
Cool. The Master on Main campaign's working well too. We'll talk more about that in the future.
The what? Oh, Master on Main. Yeah.
I did that Master on Main thing. I might have been last week, but I just checked in. Those are $8 a lead right now, but it's in the Philly suburbs. It's pretty high dollar stuff.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
I was just saying in passing. I think we're good. We're a half hour in.
Yeah.
Call it a
So
week.
so there will be a Wake Up Real Estate next week. It might just not look and feel exactly like this. So keep, you can look forward to that, and you can look forward to us documenting launching Wake Up 717. So next week we're going to document ourselves creating the assets for that, like creating the YouTube channel, creating like the infrastructure for how we're going to do that show daily. And then if things, things go well, the first Wake Up 717 show would be then what? May 20th, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell. Once again, we appreciate you all spending time with us on a regular basis. Fernando, thanks for commenting and being an open book on needing some help and pointing out a resource that we could add to the members area for others as well. So hope you all have a great weekend. Hope you all are out showing some houses or spending time with family, or maybe both.
Take your mom on an open house tour.
Yeah, there you go. And we'll be back next week in some form or fashion, and we'll see you then.
Cool. See you guys.